Hi everybody. Thank you for attending these tutorials for these professional queue management systems from Ford Digitals. All right. You can visit our website. You can www.forddigital.com.sg, and you can go to the under the queue management. There is a professional queue management systems. We do have another simple queue, or we call it the offline queue systems. Right, check it out as well if your usage is small and you just need offline systems, right? So right now I'm going to share with you about these professional queue management systems. So now these professional queue systems, right, okay, is a lot different from the rest of those conventional systems where they have to do the site visit at your premises, and they have to measure everything because they have to run the cables. So most of the conventional queue systems, all right, they requires you to lay a lot of cables in your offices, and next time if you move out, they have to dismantle everything. They have to lay a new cables in your new offices. Now for Ford Digital Systems, these are zero wiring. So there is no wiring at all. So we do not have to visit your premises to measure anything. So we don't even have the need to go down your office or your premises or your shops to look at your layout, and so we don't have to do anything. All right, we can set up anytime you want, and there is zero wiring. All right, let me explain to you. All right, so that's why the cost is, well, you will save a lot of cost because there is not much infrastructures that you need to set up. Now let me explain to you. Every queue systems, all right, there will be always three things to set up. There's always three elements to set up. The first element is the ticket kiosk. So this is where you're going to issue the tickets. Now, so we have two ticket kiosks. One is physical ticket kiosk. You can see here. All right, we'll provide a tablet and the printers. This is examples. This is the order setup. We have a new setup now. So we'll provide you with this physical tablet and the printers, and you can put anywhere you want. That's all. That's the only hardwares that you need to put on your premises. That means you can put at any corners, at any desktop. You can put anywhere on the counters. All right, so it's up to you. So we have the desktop. We call it the desktop stand here, and we have the what we call the floor stand here. All right, you can even customize your own stand if you want to. So there is only one tablet and one printers, and this tablet is connected to the internet Wi-Fi, your own Wi-Fi. If you do not have your Wi-Fi, we can provide independent Wi-Fi in your office. All right, just let us know. So inside this tablet, there will be apps. All right, so there will be apps like this. All right, for you to you can customize everything. I can share it. We will share it to you. We will teach you how to change everything, the logo, everything. All right, so you can customize everything. All right, so that's all. All right, so this is the physical ticket kiosk. All right. Now, beside the physical ticket kiosk, all right. Oh, by the way, all right. So once you print out, all right, this physical ticket kiosk, they'll print out the ticket. They'll print out a very nice tickets. You can see here. It will show the your company logos, all right, the queue numbers and the services that they took. And this is what we call the footnote. So this footnote you can change yourself in the admin side. All right, you can put whatever you want. You can put multi-language. You can put anything you want, like you can wish them a happy new year's. You can wish them a merry christmas, anything you want. All right, it's a footnote. All right, you can even put a QR code for them to scan and to go to your website, go to your apps, anything. All right, so it's a very beautiful tickets that you can customize a lot of things. All right, so that's the physical ticket kiosk. All right, then we do have I'm sorry, you can also, this physical ticket kiosk is able to print carbon copies. As you can see here, you can print the carbon copies. This means one ticket numbers, you can print up to 10 carbon copies. So for a lot of purpose, for example, in clinics, you can click this, you can staple this queue ticket into the folders, and you can pass it to different departments. All right, so it even able to print out a second printers nearby. All right, so these are all optional functions. Right now, so this is the a physical ticket kiosk. All right, you will print out a physical ticket. Then we have a second ticket kiosk. We call it the web ticket kiosk. Now, so these are for those who do not want to have a physical ticket kiosk. To save the cost of setting up the physical ticket kiosk, you can just use the web kiosk. That means you just need to show this QR code. All right, you can just print out the QR code and then you can just stick on the walls. You can stick on the door. All right, so let people just scan and they will able to take the ticket from their own phones. All right, so you can even try right now, try to scan this QR code. All right, so I give you examples. So once they scan, it will go to this web kiosk. All right, so where they can select the services examples. All right, and they key in their mobile numbers and you just click registers. That's all. You get the phone, you get the ticket, and the ticket will be sent through the SMS. Now, we're going to talk about the SMS later on because there are 4 SMS it will be sent out. All right. So the first SMS is when they take the ticket. So these are the first elements of the queue systems. There is a physical ticket kiosk and there is a web ticket kiosk. So you just let us know if you need to use both or one of them. All right. So this is the first elements. The second elements of the queue ticket, the second elements of these queue systems, all right, okay, is the counters. All right, so I'm going to show it to you. All right, here. So for the staff counters to call the queue, all right, they no longer need to use any hardware. So we're not going to give you any keypad, all right, physical keypad that they need to put on every counters, all right. Then you need to charge the keypad and you need to link the keypads to the servers. No, there's no such thing anymore. There's no hardware at all. So for the counters to call the queue, they just need to log into our website. All right, so you just go to this singaporeq.com and then you just key in the username and password of the counters. All right, so the admin will create the username and password login for the counters. All right, now so this means you can call using any kind of device. You can call using a tablet, a laptop, or even their mobile phones. So you never worry about downtime of the keypad because there's no keypad. They can just use any device as far as connected to the internet. You're able to call the queue. All right, so this is the second element. That means the counters, there's no hardware at all. You can have one counters or you can have 200 or 300 counters. There is no issue at all. All right, and the third element will be the TV. All right, now so this is the TV. All right, so basically how is the TV works? You can use back any TV. So if you have your own TV, you just use your own old TV. All right, how big or small, whatever brands, right, it doesn't matters. So that TV, all right, we will plug in a mini PC, all right, behind your TV because every TV there is a HDMI ports. All right, so you just we will plug in the mini PC. All right, it will be supplied by us. If you don't have the TV, we will supply for you as well. All right, so we will plug in the mini PC. So that mini PC will open up a browsers like this. All right, and there will we will open up the link. All right, this web link. All right, so we have quite a lot of design for the TV. So we have the one with what we call the 12 rows tables. We have the one with the slideshows. You can put the slideshows, all right, images, but there are only 5 calling numbers here. All right, we have the one with you can play the video, and then we have the one with the big digits here. All right, so we have quite a lot of formats for you to use. All right, so once again for the TV, all right, it will, when you call the queue, it will be ding dong. All right, so it will sound, all right, and you can use back any TV, and we just need to plug in the TV with the mini PC, or you can even connect the TV to your own laptops, and you just need to open up this hyperlink that we provide for you. These are the link to the TV. All right, so that's all. These are the 3 elements of the queue systems. All right, let me repeat. So the first element is the ticket kiosk. We have a physical ticket kiosk, and we have the web ticket kiosk. All right, here you can see here we have the web ticket kiosk, which is this one. So this is a web ticket kiosk. All right. Now, so then the second elements will be the counters login. All right, so they can just log in using any kind of device to call the queue. And for the TV, it's a hyperlink that you can open up using a laptop or mini PC that connected to your TV. That's all. All right. Now, so let's log into the admin side. Then I'm going to show it to you everything. All right. So to log into the queue systems, all right. So you just go to the this www.singaporeq.com. All right, so you can log in from our main website, fortdigital.com.sg. All right, okay, so you just go to the login and then you just log into the queue management system portals. All right, so we will set up your account nicely. All right, so you just log in using your this username and password. Right now, I'm going to log in as an admin. I'm not going to log in as a counter yet. So I'm going to log into admin. So once I log into the admin, as you can see here, this is the admin page. Now, our system is a lot of difference in terms of the maintenance compared with the other systems, right? Most of the systems, right, the conventional system, is very difficult to update, to change some things, right? And they will charge you a very high fee to change some things. For example, so you just need to change and you just need to add a new services. They will charge you like $500 to do that. So for us, for digital systems, you just log into the admin, then you can do everything yourself. All right, so you no need to ask us to do it for you. All right, so of course you can ask us if you don't know how to do that. All right, we have a WhatsApp support line. All right, so once you log in, you can see here there is a services, there's a counters, and the settings and the reports. All right, now so I'm going to show you the first one, the services. All right, the services, once I click, these are all the services that you created before. So when somebody take the ticket, all right, so examples, I'm using the web kiosk right now. These are all the services. All right, now how easy to create a services, I'm going to show it to you right now. So to create a service, you just create a service, you just click here and you just put the service name. For examples, let's call it the housing loan. This is services, and you need to put the queue numbers. So it's the starting queue numbers. For example, it start from like thousands. All right, and do you require them to key in the name? If you requires, all right, you just click here. All right, for now, I just leave everything as per default, and then you just click submit. That's all. So you just need to key in the service name and the start queue numbers. So now you can see here, I got the new services. All right, and this is the starting queue numbers. So if I refresh the web kiosk now, you can see here I have a new services called housing loan. That's simple. All right, now so this is the services. All right, you can edit, for examples. All right, you can edit, and for examples, I need to put in the name fields, and then I click submit. So now, right now, when they select this housing loan, they need to key in the name. All right, and the phone numbers. All right, and if I want to edit further, I want to add additional fields. All right, so you can put the additional fields, labels, for example, the emails. All right, then I click submit and then refresh. Now you have a name and you have the email address. And if I want to have a third field, but this time the third field is it's a drop down menu. All right, so I put there, for examples, property types, and the selection is STB. You can put a comma and landed and condo. This is just example, so you separated by the comma. Then you click submit, and now I refresh the web kiosk. You can see here, once I click housing loan, you will have a name, the email, and the drop down menu. Oh, sorry, you have to turn on this one. All right, drop down menu. Click submit, and then refresh. And as you can see here, you can select. So that's all. This is the services, right? So that's all. As you can see here, I just take a ticket and then I fill up all the information, right? So you can have additional up to 5 fields. all right, for them to key in. Okay. And another settings, for these services, all right, you can actually set the starting time and the end time. For examples, these services will only start, all right, for examples, at very late time. Let's say these services will only start at, let's say, 11 o'clock, all right. So then you put the closing message, service closed. Then you click submit. So now if somebody select that service, all right, sorry, here, let me see. Okay, the end time, I can select, okay, click submit. Let me try here. It will show service closed because the time is not yet up. Alright, so you can change the timing here, or you can change the day here. So some of the services might not open on certain days. Alright, so right now I'm going to open it up from 00 to 00. So it will open all the time. So if I refresh, I select, then they can take the ticket again. Alright, so this is the timing you can set. You can set the closing message. Alright, you can even force to close this project. Alright, so if for examples you just the ticket quota is already reached, so you can just click here, submit, and it will be closed. So you can see here, you can close this service. Alright, okay, again, alright. And so another settings here is you can set a quota. Alright, by default is quite a lot. You can set a quota. Examples, you just set for examples 2 tickets. Alright, then I click submit. That means the system will only churn out 2 ticket maximums. After that, they are, they can't take a new ticket anymore. Alright, so examples, going to refresh. I'm going to take a ticket here. Okay, just anyhow. This is 1 ticket. Okay. Two ticket. As you can see here, the registration quota have reached. So the system unable to churn out any more tickets. Now, if I refresh this page, you can see here the quota is 0. So you can always change the quota to be as many as possible. All right. So this is the quota. All right. And if you do not allow somebody to take a ticket with the same mobile numbers, you can turn off this function and then they click submit. That's mean if they try to key in with this, if they register before, examples, I'm going to register right now. Okay, and I'm going to put there 1, 2, 3. As you can see here, the system already have the records of these mobile numbers, so they're unable to register one more time. Alright, so I'm going to turn it back on again. So that's all. So these are the services options. So each services you can set all the options. You can always change. If you don't like it, you can always delete the services and you can recreate again. So this is the services. So it's a very easy to create a services, to add a new services. Alright. Now, so the web kiosk is alive. Every time you change here, the web kiosk will always change, follow whatever you created or whatever you edit. All right. For the physical kiosk, the app, for the tablet apps, all right, there's another functions. All right, there's another settings that you need to do. All right, to do the changes. All right, we will teach you during these the tutorials on site. All right. Now, so that's all. All right. Now, so this service group basically is you can create a grouping. It's a more advanced functions. All right. So you can create a groupings for the services. All right. For examples, you have these P1, P2, and P3. You group into one group. All right. And P4, P5, and P6 another group, and another group for all. That means some of the counters able to serve only these 3 services, and another group of counters, they can only serve these three services, and another group of counters, they can serve all. So this is some advanced settings. You let us know and we can guide you. So this is what we call the service groupings. All right. Okay. Now, after you created the service, all right. So now you go to the counters. Now, this is where you're going to create the counters login for your staff. All right, you can see here. So you can see how many counters you can create. So if you need to increase your counters, you have to contact Fort Digitals, and we will increase for you. There will be some extra charges as well. So for example, I want to create a counters. It's super easy. So for example, I'm going to create a counters called C2. All right, the username is C2, the password is C2, and the display name, these are the display on the TV. So let's say it's counter 2. Okay, you can put there counter 2, or you can put there the counter B, all right, or whatever is the room B. All right, it's up to you. All right, so let's say I put there 2, submit, done. That's all. You have one users. You can always delete and then recreate. All right, and I'm going to create another counter C3. The password is C3. The display is counter 3. Submit. That's all. So that's simple. So you already have 3 counters. So these are the username and password for your counter staff to log in and then to call the queue. All right. Okay. So that's all. All right. Now, so then the third one is the settings, right? So there are tons of settings here, all right? So you do not have to learn everything, all right? But I'm going to show you some of the most important settings, all right? So the first important setting is the footnote, all right? So these are the footnote that will appear on the tickets. So if you remember just now, I showed it to you. The printout ticket, you can change the footnote, all right? So let me show it to you one more times. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to show it to you one more time. So the physical ticket, these are the footnote. So you can change it here and it will print out on the physical ticket. It will also show on the TV here, on the bottom of the TV, the footnote. All right, so these are the footnote. All right, and this is the company logo. All right, so you can upload your company logo. So the company logo will appear on the TV, on the this what we call everywhere, on the tickets. All right, okay. So that's the things. All right, okay. And then the next setting is these are all the advanced settings. All right, so you can try yourself. If you're not sure, you can call us. Then we can advise you what is the best settings for you. You can change the theme, the color themes of your web kiosk, the background colors, these colors, all right, in the TV, the colors, all right, okay. You can change all the colors, all right, okay. The size of the fonts of the TV, all right, okay. And these are all the settings that you might not need to change right now. And you can upload the pictures if you want to show that you have the slideshow for your this TV. Or you can upload as many pictures as you want. All right, okay. These are all the aesthetic parts. All right, okay. And let's come to these SMS portions. All right, now these are the SMS portion if you have a SMS functions, right? So now there are 4 SMS it will be sent out. All right, so let me share with you right now. So there are 4 SMS will be sent out during the queue systems. When somebody take a tickets, they will get the first SMS. All right, so you can change the content of the message here. All right, you can insert the variable as well. All right, so indicate the queue numbers, the name, and so on. Right, so you can change whatever. You can put the hyperlinks. All right, okay. So you can give them the link to monitor the queue. All right, okay. So these are the first SMS. You can change to your own message. So this is the first message when they take a ticket. The second message will be when the queue is near. So examples, you are calling 1001. That means the next one, 1002, they will receive the reminder SMS. For examples, dear Mike, your queue is near. Please go back to the waiting area. So this is the second SMS. And the third SMS is when called by the counters. So beside the TV calling, the ting tong, they will receive the SMS as well. This is pretty useful if you're having a very large events where everybody is around, nobody look at the TV, they will at least get the SMS. All right. And the fourth SMS is the thank you SMS. So after you serving them, they will get the SMS. You thank them, and you can give them the link, like the refill feedback link. All right. Now you can always turn off whatever which part of SMS that you do not want. For example, you do not want this the first SMS. All right. So then you do not want the reminder SMS. All right. You do not want the after service SMS. So you're going to send just the this what we call calling SMS. All right, by the counters. All right. So it's up to you. You can always turn on and turn off whichever you don't need. All right. Then you just save this setting page at the bottom. All right, and the rest are all basically some of these optional settings. All right, so you just let us know. All right, so we might help you. All right, so for the security part, you can always change your admin password. Remember, if you change the password for the this queue system, you have to change the password of your SMS system as well. So it will be matched. So the SMS will be sent out. All right. Contact us for this part if you're not clear. And you can turn on the 2FA login. So this is another security to protect your this account, the admin account. So make sure that you download the Google Authenticator app and you just click this enable and you scan the QR code here. That's main. Next time, every time you log into these web portals, the admin portals, you'll be asked for the OTP and you just get the OTP from the Google Authenticator app. So please set up the 2FA login to protect your this account. All right. So once you change the setting, everything, you just click submit. All right. That's all. All right. Now, so that's it. So these are the things that you need to do. All right, the services you need to create the services. Usually we will create for you at the beginning. You can always change yourself after that. Then the counters log in and you can change some of the settings later on. All right, there's a queue report here. I'm going to show it to you later on, but I'm going to show it to you the link page. Now click at the link page. Now these are all the link that you need to know. So they will give you all the link and the QR code to ease is to ease your life in giving up all the links to your customers. Right. So the first link is of course the web kiosk. All right. So this is where you're going to let people to register through this web kiosk. All right. So you just give them the QR code here. We provide for you the QR code. You can save the QR code. You can print on the papers. You can stick on the wall. All right. Now, so this is the first link. All right. The second, you can see here the link for the rest of the link for the TV links. All right. Okay. So there are a lot of formats here. All right. And these are another links that is very useful. It's the summary of queue. Now, this is a very powerful link. All right. Okay. So usually we're going to give this link inside the SMS. So once they take a ticket, they will get this link so they can monitor live. As you can see here, all right. So it will show every services and what are the wait, how many tickets are waiting for each services. As you can see here, for example, the housing loan, there are three tickets are waiting, and if the counter start to call, it will show what is the queue number being served right now. So that means everybody can just move around. They can just go to having a dinners or lunch, and they can just go for shopping, and they can always open up this page. It's a live page, and then they can see whether the queue is near. All right. Okay. And this is a very powerful tools as well, a very powerful page. All right. For the administrators, for the company, for the admins to monitor the situations. As you can see here, I can monitor the queue status from anywhere in the world. I can see how many people are waiting right now for each of the services. So if there is somebody, if there is a services with a lot of waitings tickets, that means something might be wrong. There might be not enough staff to serve these counters. All right, so you might need to add additional manpowers. All right, for these counters. All right, so this is a very powerful tools. All right, a very powerful information for both these customers and as well as for the company to monitor live. All right, so always give this link to everybody through the SMS, or you can also give it through this ticket. All right, you can give them this QR code at the end of the ticket. You can give them the link for them to scan and they can monitor live. All right, so this is a very good links. Right, so that's it. So you can see the rest of the links here. All right, now So let's talk about, so this is the admin part, all right? So this is the admin, all right? Okay, so I'm going to log out right now. Okay, so now, so I'm going to show it to you right now. How is the counters, how is the calling at the counter side, all right? So I'm going to log in using the counters login. So I created the three counters, remember, the C1, C2 and C3. So I can just key in C1, that means it's counter 1, and I can select I I sit at which counters, because every the staff might not be always sit at the same counters. So today I might sit at the counter 1, tomorrow I might sit at counter 3, and so on. So I can select the counters. For example, I select counter 1, all right? Okay, now, so once you log in as the counters, as you can see here, all right, so the interface is totally different, all right? So compare with the admins, all right? So they can't do any admin stuff, they can only call the queue. But once they log in, they can see the quick summary from all the services that you created. As you can see here, the first services, there is one person waiting. The housing loan services, there are 3% waitings. And this is the oldest ticket. So you can see here the new registration, the oldest ticket waiting for 24 minutes right now. And for the housing loan, the oldest ticket we've been waiting for 15 minutes. All right, so you might need to call those waiting quite long. All right, so for example, I want to call the Disney registration. I just click. So you can see these are the interface. All right, for the staff to call the queue. All right, so I can always go back to the main page, and then I can go to I can serve another these services. All right. Now, so I'm going to show it to you how to call the queue. All right, so there are a couple of buttons here, and below are the tables showing all the informations. All right, okay, the phone numbers, the name, and so on. This one is during the registration they key in, and it will be reflected here. All right, so the most common buttons everybody use is the call next queue. So I'm going to click this button, and it will call the oldest ticket. It will call in sequence. In this case, it will be X001 followed by X002, followed by the X03, and so on and so forth. So I click call next queue, all right, okay, so once I click call next queue, the TV, all right, so all the TV will alert up, all right, and it will have a ding dong, all right, to call everybody's, all right, okay, so it will show all the queue numbers here, all right, so depends on the which layout that you open up, all right, on the TV, all right. So I'm going to call next queue right now. So I'm going to click call next queue. As you can see here, the TV will be ding dong. All right, you can change all the color scheme here. All right, okay. For the TV, all right, the you can always press F11, all right, to go to the full screen like this. All right, so your browsers, you can always put it full screen. All right, now, so you can see here, once I click call, all right, it will show the queue number and which counters. All right, it can be room, it can be counter, it can be table, and so on. You can always change the label here. All right, okay. Now, so after you once you call, it will show the queue numbers, and then the phone numbers, the name, and the additional fields when they registers, right? So that's mean you can address them. If there's a name, you can address the person when they approach the counters. All right, so it will be very polite. All right, so remember to match the ticket with the queue numbers. All right, okay. So once you call, and if there's nobody come to the counter, so you can click call current queue again. So you can see here, it will call again, the TV will be ding dong again. All right, it will call the queue. All right, and remember the monitoring page where everybody can monitor live from anywhere. You can see here. All right, it will show now it's serving what numbers, so they can see live. All right, so you can call again and again and again as many times as possible. All right, now, so once they come, you serve them done, make sure that you click end queue. So you can click end queue, or you can click call the next queue. It will automatically end the previous one. All right, but let's have a habit of end the queue. And once you end the queue, you can see here on the table below, it will show in green color. All right, so the status is served. All right, so the rest is still waiting. All right, okay. Now you can always call the next one. So I'm calling X002, you can see. All right, so I'm serving X002. All right, okay, and so on and so forth. All right. Now, for examples, I'm calling these numbers X002, and well, nobody approached the counters, so I'm going to call a couple of times, and if nobody coming, so what you're going to do, you just click this miss this queue. So once you click miss this queue, you can see on the TV it will show miss. All right, so depends on the format of the TV, it will show miss, all right, or X cross here, or and you can see the live monitoring page, the link, all right, it will show the miss queue numbers here as well, so everybody can monitor live. All right, okay, and on the counter side, the table will show in red colors. That's mean this number is miss. Nah, so that's all. All right, okay, so this is the miss queue. All right, okay. Now you can reactivate the miss queue by key in the queue number here. Examples, the person come back later on. Now, if you allow them to reactivate the queue number, you just key in the number X002 and then you just click submit. As you can see here, the queue numbers become waiting again. So whichever counters call the next one, you will call that person's. Alright, so you can end the queue after done as usual. So you learn about call the next queue, call current queue, end the queue, miss this queue. Alright. Now, I'm going to show it to you about this random call. Alright. So you can basically call any queue numbers without have to call in sequence. So these buttons is to call in sequence. Alright. So you can call you just click, it will call the next one, the next one. Alright. It's calling based on the ticket sequence numbers, right? But however, sometimes you just need to call in randoms for whatever reasons. For a different scenario like clinics, you're going to call based on the urgency. You're not going to call based on the sequence, all right? Or you just call when the goods is ready, when the for collections, all right? So you can call in randoms. So I'm going to take more tickets here. I'm going to show it to you right now. Let's say I'm going to call the new registration services. All right, I'm going to take some extra more tickets. All right, this is just examples. All right, so you can see here I have 5 tickets here. So now I'm going to call I'm not going to call in sequence. I'm not going to call next queue. I'm going to call random. So in like examples, I need to call this number first, 1004, because this 1004 is a VIP or elderly or disabled persons. All right. So I'm going to key in the number here, and then I just click call. So you can see here, I can call random number first. All right. It's not always in the sequence. The same, once you're done serving them, you click end the queue. So this is serve. So after you calling in random, you can always go back to calling in sequence. You will go back to the oldest ticket. Alright, okay. So that's all. Alright, so you can always call in these randoms, right? Okay. So not only that, you can call on behalf of another counters. Examples, I need to call this 1003 and I need them to go to counter 3 instead. So not coming to the my counters, so I can call on behalf of my colleague. So I can call 1003. As you can see here, it will go to the counter 3. Alright, so this is the random call. It's very powerful. Alright, once you're done, you end the queue. Alright, okay. Now I'm going to show it to you this transfer. This is another powerful functions, right? Where you can transfer the tickets, alright, to another department. So they don't have to take a new ticket again to go to another department. So I give you examples, alright. So if let's say I'm a doctor, I'm going to call this patient to my rooms, alright. I'm going to call the next. Now, so once done with the consultations, alright, I can just simply transfer. I just click transfer. I don't end the queue. I just click transfer to, for example, the payment department. Alright, okay, or the main hall, alright, or whatever departments that you want. Alright, for example, I'm going to transfer to the payment departments. Alright, okay, sorry for the mistype. Alright, so once I click transfer, alright, okay, as you can see here, alright, now if you go back to the counters, you can see here the payment department, there is 1 ticket waiting. All right, so it's the same tickets that I called just now, 1002. So I'm going to log out. I'm going to log in. For examples, I'm the payment department. I'm counter 3. I'm going to log in to counter 3, and I'm going to serve this payment departments. All right, so I'm going to call the next one. It will call 1002. Now, so as you can see here, all right, 1002 is called by the counter 1, for examples, and it's being transferred to another department, and it called by the counter 3 right now. All right, so that's mean you can transfer everybody to different department and ask them to wait at that department's, all right, waiting area, so they don't have to take a new ticket again. This will save a lot of time, all right, and you can track their movement, and everybody can just hold one single queue ticket. All right, so this is a very powerful function. All right, so that's all. So this is how the counters call the queue. So again, they can call the queue using any kind of device that connected to the internet. They can use their PC, to laptops, tablets. We can provide tablets for the counters to call as well, and they can even use their own phones. All right, so just log into this singaporeq.com, and you can start to call the queue. All right, that's all. All right, so that's it. So these are the three elements of the queue systems. This is a totally zero wiring, so you can set up this system anywhere you want, whether it's indoor or outdoors or for events. All right, so you can use it at any kind of scenario. All right, so you have learned about the web kiosk and the physical kiosk. You have learned about the counters login, and you have learned about the TV as well. All right, and the queue monitoring page. All right, okay. Now, so I'm going to log in again to the admin page. I'm going to show it to you the reports. So you can see here the reports. All right, so if you go to the reports, all right, there are a lot of reports. All right, depends on your needs, right? So these are the quick report for today. It will show you how many ticket issued, how many served, how many missed, and how many still waiting, and how many total servings. And this is some kind of like a measurements, right? Total waiting less than 5 minutes, 5 to 10, as you can see here. Total waiting more than 20 minutes. All right, okay. And serve time. All right, so most of them serve less than 5 minutes time. All right, so there is a measurements here. There's a statistic here. All right. Now, if you want to download into Excel, you can just go to the report below. You can see here, it will be today's date. All right, then you can just click service levels. It will show you more details. All right, every services, how many ticket issues, serve, miss, waiting, servings, average. All right, the percentage. All right, and you can just click export to export all of these tables into Excel easily. All right, you can see here. Now you also have the report of the miss queue, report of the staff productivities, the staff activities. All right, the staff productivity, you can see how many tickets they serve today. All right, okay, or per month. You can change this timeline. All right, but the best is to download the entire logs. All right, so these are the complete logs. It will show everything. Right, so if somebody made a complaint, made a mistake, so we're able to trace every single movement of the staff. All right, so what time they log in, what time they log out, what time they call the queue, who they call next, and so on. All right, so if somebody misuse the systems, they try to call their own friends to the random call, you can basically trace all the reports here. All right, so this is the best, the entire logs. Right, you can search another report. We call it the queue search. Once you click submit, it will show every queue number issued. So you can see here, queue number 1001, the status is served, is the ticket issued at what time, call at what time, ended at what time, by which counters. All right, which username and which counters. All right, how long is the waiting time and how long is the serve time. All right, so you can also export to Excel. All right, and you can see here the transaction volume time. You can just separate it by 30 minutes. Once I click submit, it will show you the peak periods. For example, you can see from this table here. All right, okay, so these are the each of the services. All right, okay, okay. So I'm sorry, I'm going to change the timing to up to mid 11 o'clock. Again, submit. All right, now you can see here. Now, so from 9:30 to 10 o'clock, there are 3 tickets issued. All right, so you can see here. So we will know that these are the peak period. So from this table, you can see when is the peak period. So you can see how many tickets issued at certain timing. All right, and then you might need to put more manpower during the peak period. So you can record down every day of the weeks. All right, or when is the week the peak period every day. All right, so you can also export to Excel here easily. All right, so these are the reports. All right, so that's all. All right, so if you need to have a separate report, customized report, you can let us know, and we're able to customize for you according to your needs. All right, now so that's all. All right, so these are the reports. All right, and well, we have another functions. We call it verifications. All right, this is like the if you visit the ICA offices. All right, okay, so for those with this appointment, all right, so you can key in all the appointment code, so they need to key in the appointment code. All right, they before they will be issued a ticket. So these are the advanced functions. All right, so you contact us if you need to have this kind of functions. All right, okay, so that's all. So that's it. So this is everything's about this professional queue systems. All right, so you can try all the demo. All right, contact us. We will give you this test account. You can try yourself. All right, and you just let us know to set up your account, and that's all. All right, thank you for your times, and goodbye.